Hello. Uh, First, I want to start off by saying I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Um, this is well outside of what I what I like to do and what I normally do. So if I seem awkward or strange or whatever, forgive me. Um, the reason I am doing this is one, I've had a few people ask me to. They want to share a part in this journey. Um, so there's that. But I think the more important part is I want to do this for my girls. Just so they have some other videos of me. For times when I may not be there. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Hayden. I am currently a deputy sheriff for my local county. I have been in law enforcement for 12 or 13 years. I've been married to my wife, Carissa, for that same amount of time. She's my best friend. We were high school sweethearts, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. I have 3 girls. My oldest is Callie. Then I'm Reagan and Oakley. And depending on how all this goes, maybe we'll share some family time with them as well. Sorry if I'm using filler words and things like that, such as my ums that I'm noticing I'm using a lot. It's because all this is just off the cuff. It's not written down. I am not the type of person to write things down and script things out. So there might be some spaces and gaps, so I apologize. But the journey that I'm on, so a year ago, yesterday, so August 28th of 2024, I received a diagnosis of ALS. I don't know too much about it. I haven't read too much about it. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. The way I see it is I don't want to focus on the negative. I don't want to focus on what's coming. I don't want to focus on what may come. I want to focus on what I can do here and now. I want to focus on what I can do with my girls, and what memories I can share with them with the time I have. So ALS, for those who don't know, it is a progressive disease, and average life expectancy is 2 to 5 years after diagnosis. Speaking with my doctors and things like that, kind of looks like symptoms started roughly 3 years ago now. Started with my grip strength. Just the 2 things that I can kind of pin it down to is one of my daughters asked for a fruit snack to be open, and I'm sitting there just struggling with it. I'm like, give me the frickin' scissors, I'll cut it open that way. And the other was at work, loading magazines. I was able to get the first few in, but when you get down to those lower, the higher round count and that spring starts to compress, I was noticing that it was getting more difficult than it should to get those loaded. And so that's kind of what got me to go and see the doctors, just a general care doctor. And then he referred me to a neurologist. And next thing I know was, hey, you have ALS, which sucks, right? It's not something I didn't know much then, less than I know now, obviously. But my first reaction was I Googled life expectancy of ALS, and this was in the doctor's office, and that 2 to 5 years popped up, and I just looked at my wife. I'm like, well, that sucks. I shouldn't have Googled that. Since then, I've been to an ALS clinic that is ran out of one of the universities out here. And as of my last appointment, I was told my progression looks like it's going very slowly, which, aside from being told, hey, you don't have anything, you're cured, or whatever it may be, I guess is the best news. The doctors told me the way that ALS kind of progresses is everyone's different. It's a very personalized disease, I guess. Is the way it progresses with you is how it progresses with you. And normally how it starts is how it progresses throughout. So the benefit to that is hopefully it stays the slow progression, and I get some extra time with my girls. I'm not sure how I want this channel to proceed or anything like that. I'm not going to advertise it to anybody. If people end up asking, especially those that have already wanted to share in this journey, if they ask again, I will let them know. But it's not something I'm going to advertise. So that's a brief overview. It sucks, but hey, it's life. You got to live with it. You got to make the best of what we're given. So I will try to make some videos. I don't want to just be all me sitting here talking. Some of it may be, but I really want some memories for my girls. Like I said, that's my main motivation for this. So they have something to come back and look at in times when they need it. That being said, I love you girls. And Chris, I love you. I'm glad you guys are all part of my life, and this journey is going to suck, but I know with you guys it's going to be a little more bearable, and I think we have some good times ahead. And for those who might be struggling with their own battles, just know there's people there to help you, even though it may not seem that way at times. Now I feel like I need to sign off or something. I don't know. But I'll just say bye, and hopefully y'all are having a good day.